magic words. Whenever you're in confusion, singular collective noun, but this is the bonus rule. That is, hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about subject-verb agreement with collective nouns. This is one of the most important topics when it comes to subject-verb agreement. Now, there's a reason why I'm not teaching you on both today, because I intend to show you pictures for better understanding. Okay. Now, this class is for you if you're a student, if you're a job seeker, or if you're preparing for any entrance level exam or competitive exam. In today's class, I have covered subject-verb agreement with collective nouns on different levels, from basic to advanced. Okay, and towards the end, I also have two worksheets for you. Okay, let's begin today's class. Right, so subject-verb agreement with collective nouns. Now, what do you mean by a collective noun? What's a collective noun? A collective noun is a naming word. Okay, it's a naming word. Now, when we talk about collective nouns, we must remember three categories. They are used for these three categories. First, people. Okay, so we have different collective nouns. Now, imagine for a second, I say group of people, group of birds, group of players, group of keys. How does it sound? Monotonous, repetitive? So in order to avoid repetition, just like we have pronouns, we have collective nouns, okay? And we have different collective nouns for these three categories, all right? The second category is that of animals. Now, when we say animals, we refer to the entire animal kingdom, okay? So it includes birds, fish, wild animals, pet animals, farm animals, insects, so on and so forth. All right. Now, the third category is things. Now, here also, when we say things, we do not only talk about the inanimate objects, the non-living things, but also about nature. For example, a range of mountains, grove of trees, or bouquet of flowers. All right. So we have to remember that collective nouns are used for these three categories: people, animal, and when we say animal, we refer to the entire animal kingdom. And the last one, things, we also talk about nature, the objects around. Okay. Now, in today's class, I'm going to talk about three rules. One bonus rule towards the end. Yes. So three major rules. I start with plural collective noun. Why? Because these two have connection. Okay, so this one is for the advanced level. Okay, so a plural collective noun takes a plural verb. Okay, that's a common rule. A plural noun takes a plural verb. Second one, singular collective noun takes a singular verb. Okay, the last one is that in some cases, we have a singular collective noun that expresses a plural idea. Okay, therefore, it takes plural verb. Now, it might sound a little confusing. Trust me, with examples, it will become a cakewalk. All right, so let's begin with the rules now. The first one, a plural collective noun takes a plural verb. Now, as we know, bouquet is a singular collective noun, but when we have different bouquets, how many do you see here? 1, 2, 3. So it becomes a plural collective noun, not plural noun, plural collective noun. Why? Because bouquet is a collective noun, one collective noun. Here we have 3 bouquets. So it becomes a plural collective noun, and that is why it will take a plural verb. The colorful bouquets have added charm to my party. Have, plural, not has. Next one. The teams, again, team, as we know, is a collective noun. Team, one team. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3. 3 teams. So it becomes a plural collective noun. Therefore, it will take a plural verb. So we have the teams have been selected for the upcoming match. Let's look at more examples. Every year, our families plan a road trip together. Our families, more than one family. Now, family is a collective noun. We have 1, 2 families, right? So it becomes a plural collective noun, and that is why it takes a plural verb, plan, not plans. Next, the audiences in various countries were thrilled about our magic show. Now, audiences, we are referring to different groups of viewers. Okay, how many do we have here? 1, 2. Now, audience is a collective noun. 1. Now, here we have 2. So, audience says in various countries, different countries, were, plural verb. Okay, so plural collective nouns take plural verb. So if I say, if you look at this one, team, okay, team is one collective noun. So it's singular collective noun. When we have teams, then it becomes plural collective noun. Why? It's more than one. Coming to rule number 2, a singular collective noun takes a singular verb. Now here we need to understand one thing. When we talk about singular collective noun, means we have one team, not teams. We have one family, not families. Okay, we have one pack of wolves, one orchestra, one band. The thing that we need to remember about singular collective nouns is that they always work as a unit. They act together towards one goal. Okay, they perform any action together. And that is why they form a unit. They work as a unit, one single unit. And that is why they are singular. So singular collective nouns, when they work as a singular entity, as a whole, they work together, then they take a singular verb. Okay, the orchestra is performing tonight. Now, if you see here, there are different instrumentalists, right? They're all performing together. Sorry for that. Okay, so the orchestra is performing tonight, all of them. Okay, the action that they are taking is together. They are together performing tonight. So is singular verb. The pack of wolves. Now here, remember, whenever we have collective nouns with of, like pack of wolves, band of musicians, the following noun is always in plural. It will take an S. Okay, so a pack of wolves hunts together. Now together, they are hunting together. They are many, but they have a common goal. They're working together, and that is why they take the singular verb. Okay, they work as a unit, a singular entity. Next, our band of musicians plays, singular verb, popular songs. Like our band of musicians, all the musicians, they work together, they play together. And what do they play? The popular songs. Here, the committee has taken the final decision. Together, as a whole, as a unit, as a singular entity, they have taken the final decision. So the committee has taken the final decision. So here, the collective nouns that we have, orchestra, pack of wolves, band of musicians, committee, they're all working as a singular entity. That is why they take singular verb. Okay? Let's look at rule 3 now. Now, in some cases, singular collective nouns express a plural idea. Now, how is it possible? In the previous slide, we learned that one collective noun, singular collective noun, for example, team, okay? They work as a unit, okay? Right? As a singular entity, but here, all the members of a group perform an action as individuals. Okay, for example, here this you need to remember. Okay, this is the advanced rule that I was talking about. Here, if you see, this is an orchestra. Each instrumentalist, okay, has an instrument. They are tuning their instruments, right? So they are not, although they are together, they are performing different actions as individuals, all right? And that is why they are expressing a plural idea, many actions, many instruments. So many is plural, more than one, right? And that is why they will take a plural verb, Okay. For example, the orchestra are tuning their instruments. Are. Okay. They're working as individuals. A pack of wolves are running in different directions. They're not running in one direction. If you see in this picture, they're all scattered, right? So they are not performing an action as a unit, but as individuals. All right. Our band of musicians have been practicing their pieces. Sorry, it will be pieces. All right. So musicians, they have their own pieces, and so they are practicing. They're not, although they are together, but they are practicing their individual pieces. All right. And that is why they express a plural idea. And so they take a plural verb. Here, the committee are divided, not the same. Different opinions, many opinions, many is plural. Okay. Please remember these key words when you are preparing for your entrance test. Whenever you get questions like this, ask yourself, are they working together or are they working as individuals? You will immediately know the answer. Trust me. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next one. This is the bonus rule. That is subject-verb agreement with proper collective nouns. So far, we were talking about common collective nouns. Now, these are proper collective nouns. Okay. For example, BBC, Samsung, FBI, Apple, they are taken as a singular entity, as a whole, as a unit. And that is why they take a singular verb. For example, the FBI is investigating, not are. Okay, Samsung has the best camera. It's just an example. Okay, some say that Apple has the best emojis. Again, has. These are companies, right? They are taken as a unit, as a whole. The BBC is the world's leading public service broadcaster. Is. So when it comes to proper collective nouns, it takes the singular verb. Magic words. Whenever you're in confusion, add either members or officers, okay, with the collective nouns. How? The members of the orchestra. When we say members of the orchestra, we know it's more than one. Members of the orchestra are tuning their instruments. Okay, although divided actions, they are not performing the same action. Plus, we have added members for better understanding, for clarification. The members of the committee, again, members I added, so it's clear it will be are, right? The staff members disagree, not disagrees on the proposal, disagree. The police officers are investigating. Next time, whenever you're in doubt, just think, are they performing the same action? Or are they working as individuals? Let me add members or officers to this sentence and see if I get my answer. Okay, you will get your answer. You have my word. All right, let's begin with the questions now. Okay, the fleet of ships dash at a uniform speed. Now, they are performing the same task. They are moving together. So they are forming a unit, a singular entity. So what will be the answer? Tell me. Correct. It will be moves. Okay, moves. The fleet of ships moves at a uniform speed. The bunch of keys dash on the table. Is or are. We are talking about one bunch of keys. So yes, is. Next, a flock of sheep. Now, as we know, the plural form of sheep is sheep. It's not sheeps. A flock of sheep. Now, here again, notice it's a flock, which means it's singular. So these are little tips and tricks that you need to remember. Okay. A flock of sheep, of course, is grazing in the field. The herd of elephants dash majestic. Now, that particular herd of elephants as a unit, as a singular entity. Look or looks. Correct. Looks. Okay, so the herd of elephants looks majestic. Okay, great. Now let's look at these. These are a little challenging. Okay, but I'm sure you will be able to do it. Locust swarms. What are locusts? They are the bigger grasshoppers. Okay, they are bigger in size and quite harmful. So locust swarms dash major agricultural challenges. Now, as we know, swarm is a collective noun, one collective noun. One collective noun, swarm. Like we have swarm of bees, right? Swarm of locusts. But here we have swarms, which means it's a plural collective noun, right? So it will take, correct, a plural noun, cause or causes, cause. Locust swarms cause major agricultural challenges. The cast, dash been practicing their lines. Now each actor has different lines, right? So are they working together as a unit? Or are they performing different tasks, different actions? They are performing as individuals. Correct, as individuals. So what will be the answer? They're working as individuals, meaning different actions, many people in a group, many, plural. So the cast have been practicing their lines. Our football team dash waiting for you. So they are working as a singular entity together. They are waiting for you. So together, one. Yes, is waiting for you. The jury dash not yet reached a conclusion means together they are still thinking. So the jury has or have. The jury has not. It's not talking about divided in opinion. No, together they are thinking. So the jury has not yet reached a conclusion. The staff dash taking care of their respective departments. Again, respective departments means different departments, many departments. So many people, many actions. They're performing different actions as individuals. So many means plural, right? So the staff, and here if I add members, will it be easier for you? The staff, the magic word, members, the staff members are, okay, are taking care of their respective departments. Next, the audiences for radio, audiences means more than one, plural collective noun. What is the singular collective noun? Audience, right? Audience is singular collective noun. So we have audiences. So this is plural collective noun. Okay. Therefore, it will take the plural. Oh, the audiences for radio are increasing. Okay. How was it? How was the lesson? If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay. I will certainly answer. But I believe that after today's lesson, you will not be confused. You will not get confused when it comes to subject-verb agreement with collective nouns. Keep learning, stay blessed, stay safe.